Fogle. I think they're all in the shade. Councilmember Liz Sheehan and Councilmember Kathy Ploman. And I've got to get rid of this spider. Excuse me a second. Wanted to be part of the program. It's really wonderful to be here at our community's last remaining Rosenwald School to talk about our community's Juneteenth celebrations. Like the celebration of Juneteenth, Cadentown and this school are part of the history of African Americans in our city, and it's important that we preserve and honor that history. Juneteenth, also known as Emancipation Day, became an official federal holiday in 2021. It's the oldest national celebration commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. The June 19th holiday honors the day that all those who were enslaved in the U.S. received word that they had been freed. For some, Juneteenth is a relatively unknown holiday. For others, it's a long-standing tradition. This year in Lexington, Juneteenth flags will adorn Main Street beginning June 10th. There will also be banners along the Legacy Trail from Isaac Murphy Memorial Art Garden to the North Lexington YMCA. First today, I want to introduce Amber Llewellyn. Amber, show us where you are, right back there. Amber is our Superintendent of Cultural Arts and Events in our Division of Parks and Recreation. Parks has been working very closely with several of our event organizers, whom I will introduce today, to help with their Juneteenth celebrations. Amber, I want to thank you very much, and also thank everyone in Parks and Recreation for all the good work you do. Today we're joined by several community leaders who have worked very hard to organize events to celebrate Juneteenth, including Marvin Young, Martina Barksdale, Champ Hudson, Tiffany Brown, my Equity and Implementation Officer, Alicia Adair, and Yvonne Giles. So first up, let's hear from Marvin Young, who is planning the 8th annual Juneteenth celebration to be held this year at Charles Young Park. Marvin, the podium is yours, and it's hot, so don't touch it.
All right. Thank you, Mary Linda, for that introduction. Yeah, my name is Marvin Young. I'm the director of Kentucky U.S. Freedmen Coalition. We started doing Juneteenth actually 8 years ago, 1 year minus COVID, and we've been partnering with the city for about 3 years now since the holiday went federal. I want to give a big shout out. I'm glad that council member, well, at large, it's council member James is here because he was one of the first individuals to give a money donation to the Juneteenth celebration. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Him and Adrian Wallace. Awesome. Well, our Juneteenth event will be at Charles Young off 3rd Street in Lexington. It'll start June the 22nd, and it'll run from 11 to 7 p.m., where we'll have DJ Slav as our DJ. He'll be on the ones and twos. We'll have a bouncy house for the kids brought to us by Bounce U. We'll also have Benny and Friends and 720 Crick. So we're hoping that everybody can come out and enjoy Emancipation Day. We're begging y'all to bring your children because the children are our future, and we want them to know this holiday, what its significance is here in Kentucky, and how we, you know what I'm saying, as a nation has grown to observe something that should have been observed a long time ago. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marvin. So on Saturday, June 15th, we have the Soulteenth Fest at Moondance Amphitheater. And Martina Barksdale is here to tell us about it. Martina, welcome.
Thank you so much. Ooh, we are baking out here. Okay. Like she said, my name is Martina Barksell, and I'm co-founder of Soul Feast Week. I like to thank the city for supporting us for it's year 4 of Soulteenth and Soul Feast Week, but year 3 of support. We're going to be at the Moondance Amphitheater. It is a free festival. We'll have everything from cooking demos, a kids area, different Black-owned businesses and vendors, and of course, food. Our mission at Soul Feast Week is to celebrate Black culinary and agriculture here in this state, commemorating the Juneteenth holiday. I'd like to thank all the people behind me in these grassroots-led efforts and really setting the groundwork for Soul Feast. Please go out and support everyone. A lot of our events don't overlap, or you can do multiple events during the day. We are very, very thankful to the city of Lexington for making this a priority to honor those that came before us while celebrating and being progressive for the future. So if you want more information about Soul Feast Week, just head to soulfeastweek.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martina. Juneteenth Freedom Day is Sunday, June 16th at Douglas Park. And this event is focused on bringing awareness to culture, history, equality, and peace through food, music, and activities for children. Champ Hudson has worked with the Georgetown Street Neighborhood Association to organize this great event. Champ, will you join me at the podium? It's all yours.
Good afternoon. My name is Champ Hudson. This is my sister Layla Hudson, and we are the son and daughter of the founder of Wise Guys Urban Uplift Foundation, and probably the youngest member in the organization. I'd like to start off by thanking the mayor's office for holding this press conference in order to bring awareness to the many Juneteenth festivities that will be taking place in the city of Lexington. I also like to give a special thank you to our mayor. Ms. Linda Gordon. Thank you for our continuous support and encouragement of the Wise Guys Urban Uplift Foundation. Wise Guys Urban Uplift will be hosting our annual Juneteenth celebration this year on Father's Day, June 16th. What better way to honor our ancestors than to celebrate their lives and their contributions to this country, especially on the day dedicated to fathers raising up the next generation who will carry on their legacy. Wise Guys Urban Uplift Foundation will be celebrating Juneteenth with free food, compliments of Creole Cafe with proteins supplied from a Black-owned local organic farmer. We will have free activities for the children of Lexington, from inflatables to foam machines and face paint, as well as a live DJ and other free entertainments from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So as my dad would say, bring your family, leave your wallets and purses at home, and come enjoy some free food and fun. Wise Guys looks forward to celebrating Juneteenth with the city of Lexington again this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Champ. Next, from my office, Tiffany Brown is planning a Sense of Place sponsored event set to take place on Juneteenth holiday, June 19th. And it's right here in Cadentown. So I'd like to invite Tiffany up to tell you a little bit about it. Tiffany?
Thank you, Mayor Gordon. First, I would like to recognize those steering committee members for A Sense of Place that are here today. Councilmember Kathy Ploman, her legislative aide Ashley Dunsmore, Reverend Leon Slatter. There's so many more, Leticia Priestley. There's so many others that are here that I may not see, but thank you all for your continuous support and contributions to the A Sense of Place initiative. I prepared some notes. I'm not really good like these other speakers. So as we have gathered today to hear about the different events to be held in our community to commemorate Juneteenth, let us not merely celebrate freedom in the abstract, but anchor our reflections in the rich yet often overlooked heritage of Lexington Fayette County's rural Black hamlets. As many of us know, Juneteenth marks the emancipation of the last enslaved African Americans, but our celebration must go beyond the date itself. It must delve deep into the stories of resilience, innovation, and community that have shaped our local history. That's what the A Sense of Place initiative's goal is, to remember and celebrate Lexington's rural Black hamlets. In the quiet corners of Lexington, Fayette County, Black hamlets like Bracktown here in Cadentown and Jimtown emerged as sanctuaries of hope and bastions of self-determination. These communities were born out of the necessity and driven by the resilient spirit. They were places where Black families, against all odds, built homes, schools, and churches, cultivating not only the land, but also a profound sense of identity and belonging. So on June the 19th, June the 19th at 11 a.m. at the Cadentown Missionary Baptist Church, which is down the street, we will hold a program that will give updates about the A Sense of Place initiative, which is to repair and do some work on these grounds here. This school behind us is 101 years old this year, and we want to do some repairs around that and to also clean up the cemetery that's back there. Dr. Yvonne Giles, who is here, who will be presenting in a few moments, has gathered over 170 names of individuals that have been interred back in this cemetery behind here. And so it is our duty to not let the history become a footnote, but to really uplift it and celebrate it in our community by honoring our ancestors and really memorializing the place that they've been laid to rest and their contribution to not just Cadentown, but the Lexington community at large. So we'll be giving updates on June 19th. We'll have a program with some entertainment and singing, maybe some crafts that are culturally relevant to the hamlets, like basket making, and some great food by Black Soil KY. So come out June 19th at the Cadentown Missionary Baptist Church right here on Cadentown Road from 11 to 2, and we'll have some good fun.
Thank you very much, Tiffany. And I did want to mention, Tiffany, that we have Tiffany's 5 scholars from University of North Carolina who are with us. Will you kind of give a little wave? And we are really happy to have them. They are looking at equity here in Lexington, among other things. They're also checking out our good restaurants. It's great to have you here. Now, the Juneteenth Independence Day celebration at the Lyric and Cultural Arts Center is coming up also on June 19th, and Alicia Adair is here with some details. Alicia?
Thank you. No worries. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Alicia Adair, and I'm here to represent the Lyric Theater and Cultural Arts Center. I'm actually the daughter of Christian Adair, the director of that theater. And we're so excited to celebrate with you. We're so excited to bring our community in with celebrations of live performances. We will have a special historical celebration, and we will also have a vendor fair there. Our performances start at 6 o'clock. Our vendor fair starts at 4 o'clock. And we're here to celebrate inclusivity and diversity as we all celebrate together this American milestone of Juneteenth. So this will be hosted on June 19th at the Lyric Theater, and thanks to our incredible, awesome, and generous supporters at LFC or UCG, University of Kentucky, and Hickson Function, this community event will also be free. So come out, enjoy, let's bring everybody in. It's open to all, and we cannot wait to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alicia. Lots of nice free events going on. Now, I know that Yvonne Giles has arrived, and she is going to talk about the 19th annual Juneteenth Jubilee, our longest running Juneteenth celebration. This celebration is planned for Saturday, June 15th at the African Cemetery number 2. I just want to say that Yvonne has been dedicated to helping our city preserve the history of African Americans who helped build this community. And she has been doing this for many, many, many years. And so I want to thank you, Yvonne, for your leadership. and for everything you have done for the history, and welcome you to the podium. It's hot, so don't touch it, okay? You okay?
Thank you all for being so patient. Old ladies with their canes and schedules, trying to keep it up. But I appreciate your coming today. And as the mayor said, our 19th annual Juneteenth Jubilee that we have hosted in African Cemetery number 2 since 2005. Each year, we honor all the men who fought during the Civil War in the United States Colored Troop. If you hadn't heard of those when you were in school, you'll hear of them now. They started enlisting in 1863. The first Free Black Regiment, the 54th Massachusetts, and the 55th Massachusetts Infantries formed outside our state. But we have veterans from those particular units in our cemetery. All the 154 men, all the others came mostly from Kentucky, but there were from other states, Tennessee, Arkansas. But all of these men, African Americans who joined. This year, for our annual event, Steve Fain, who is the ranger at Camp Nelson Monument, just about 30 miles south of us, will be our presenter. This is the 160th anniversary of the formation of Camp Nelson. 114 of our veterans actually joined the 8 regiments that were formed at Camp Nelson. So he is going to give those details. We're excited. He asked last year to be our guest speaker, and we were thrilled to have him come and speak. So he's geared up. He's ready to go. He's a wonderful interpreter and has much, much deep experience. The other feature of our Juneteenth program this year is uncovering the fact that Lewis Hayden, who you'll be hearing more about in the coming months, actually encouraged Governor John Andrews of Massachusetts to petition Congress to allow him to form the 54th Massachusetts Regiment. He became a recruiter working in Canada, in Massachusetts, and other states west of that location. All of this is documented history. It's all new history to me. Every year I learn something different. We have members from the Lexington Freedom Train Committee, and they made me talk instead of them. Hold your hands up. And they will be at our program so that you can begin to learn more of the history of the enslaved couple, Lewis and Harriet Hayden, who escaped in 1844, made their way to Canada, back into the United States, and then became just key members in the abolitionist Underground Railroad movement. Lewis Hayden and his wife rescued and secured the safety of at least 100 enslaved people. His face shows up on a stamp. In May of this year, the United States Postal Service issued a commemorative stamp for the 10 abolitionists, 6 of them African American men, and Lewis Hayden is among them. So there is much, much more history, not only surrounding the movement of freedom by enslaved people, their involvement in the Civil War, and their impact on our nation's culture and history following the Civil War. So all of this is part of what we do in the cemetery, just constant research, constant telling the story. Thank you, Mayor. And again, I apologize for my tardiness, but I'm here, glad to be among all of you, some of you I have seen in before. So we are all excited to have this citywide celebration because every time someone tells the story, it spreads to the next 10 people. So the more people who are telling it accurately, the more people will learn. And it will become part of everybody else's conversation and DNA. You notice that I'm wearing a t-shirt? Oliver Lewis. I'm going to have this on the rest of my life, I think, because I want everybody to know that this was the jockey who won the first Kentucky Derby, not those other people. Thank you.
Yvonne, thank you so much. You know, we all love you. Do you know that? I hope you do. Yvonne is a historian. She keeps us focused on the important points that we need to know, and like you say, that we need to spread the word about. And so we were very happy to kind of hold things for you and appreciate the effort you made to get here. So, all right. Well, you know, we have a lot going on, as you can see, and there's really more than what you've heard about today. There's a ton of things going on, and so I want to thank each of the folks up here for their leadership. They are leading the way on all of these events that are so important to us. And we'll have them all posted on our city website in case you didn't register all of them today. And you can go in there and see each of them. So with that, I want to congratulate everybody on their hard work, and you know, we'll take one-on-one questions in the shade with the media. Thank you very much.